What's going on, guys, and welcome back to another FPL video on the channel. And in today's one, we are looking at my game week 16 transfer plans. But of course, before we do get onto that, a quick update on how we performed in game week 15. As you guys can see, we had an absolute stinker of a game week. We only managed to get 32 points, which means I'm on a red arrow down to 1.4 million. However, there is still hope, guys. As you guys can see, we still have 3 players left, which does include my Bowen captaincy. So it's going to be a big day for me today. I need Bowen to deliver. It's simple as that. Gerard Bowen, you must deliver for me today. I need an absolute masterclass from you, my friend. So hopefully he can perform. I also do have Aït-Nouri and Strand Larsen left to play. So today is going to be a big day for me. And also, I did ask you guys in yesterday's video if you wanted me to do a live watch along for this game, West Ham versus Wolves. And a lot of you guys said yes. So today we will be doing a live watch along for this game around 7:40. The stream will start around 7:45 UK time. It's going to be a big game for me and my FPL team. So I'm looking forward to this stream with you guys. And yeah, hopefully it's a good one. But I'm kind of nervous, I can't lie. But yeah, hopefully it does go well. Let's just see what happens. But with that being said, guys, that is a quick update on our game week 15 performance. Hopefully it ends on a high. Hopefully it does end on a high. But anyways, enough with that. Let's have a look at my game week 16 transfer plans. Alright, guys, so as you can see on your screens right now, this is my transfer plan for game week 16. I do have 2 free transfers, but I only do plan to use just one of them, and that is taking out Mykolenko for Levi Colwill. I do feel like Mykolenko has to go now, even though the Everton defense is looking a little bit better recently. I just think, look, with the fixtures coming up for Mykolenko and Everton, he's just going to be a dud in my team. He's not going to get into my starting 11, and even if it comes to a situation where I need him to come off the bench because someone misses out, I'm most likely going to be getting no points from him because the fixtures coming up aren't good, right? Arsenal away, Chelsea at home, Man City away, then Forest at home, a little bit better, but then Bournemouth away, Villa at home, then Spurs at home. I just don't like the long-term fixtures, right? I think the fixture run for Everton is pretty poor. So with that being said, I feel like it's a good time to move off Mykolenko. You know, he does cost 4.3 million, and I can upgrade from Mykolenko because I do have 1.1 million in the bank, right? So I can upgrade from Mykolenko to Levi Colwill, and that is the planned transfer for me. First things first, I just want to say I do really want a Chelsea defender, and I think game week 16 is a good entry point for that because Brentford's away record, by the way, is absolutely shocking, right? A terrible away record, and Chelsea are playing against Brentford at home. So I think there's a good chance of a clean sheet here for Chelsea, but also not only for the short term, just for the long term fixtures, right? I just think Chelsea's fixture run is absolutely incredible all the way from like game week 16 up until about game week 28, to be honest with you, is when I would probably be keeping Levi Colwill. So I really like him as an option, and I think with these good run of games, I can see Chelsea getting a lot of clean sheets. So yeah, Chelsea are looking really good as well, right? On the eye test, I mean, they're second in the Premier League. They have been really good this season, playing some really nice football, attacking really well. I think their defense is actually pretty decent. It's just that sometimes I think Sanchez is a big liability for Chelsea in their back line. That's the only thing that scares me is yeah, Sanchez in goal. Yeah, just a massive liability, and it really just, he's prone to make a lot of mistakes. So that does scare me a bit, but I just feel like with these fixtures, I can see a lot of clean sheets for Chelsea. So that's why I do want Levi Colwill. Now, of course, I could go for someone like Cucurella, but because of his price and because of my future transfers, I can't really afford to get Cucurella. Like, I can afford him to get him this week, but it's going to affect me that later down the line because I have other transfer plans, which we will look at in this video. I've got other transfer plans that I want to make in the future down the line. And if I spend that extra money on Cucurella, it's going to affect the other players that I want to bring in a couple of in a few game weeks time, right? So with that being said, I feel like at 4.5 million, Colwill does provide good value. He is the first choice centre back as well. So yeah, I expect him to start all the games. Of course, because of the sort of fixture congestion around, you know, the later December period, because I think, look, for Chelsea, they do have, you know, fixture on the 22nd of December, then the 26th and the 30th. Maybe he gets benched in one of these games across this run, but all in all, he is Chelsea's first choice centre-back. So I do like him as a pick, and that's why I will be going for Levi Colwill. But with that being said, guys, let's go ahead and move over to planfpl.com and have a look at my transfer plans for future game weeks and sort of what I'm working towards with my team. So guys, we are on planfpl.com, and we're just going to have a look at my future transfer plans with my team and what I'm working towards. And I feel like I do have something pretty exciting in store with my team, and I'll show you guys what that is. And I want to get your thoughts and feelings on this plan as well, so let me know what you think in the comments. But with that being said, guys, yeah, this would be the team. This is my team for game week 16 currently, without any transfers made. I've got 2 free transfers, of course, and the really only issue with my team for game week 16, like on paper it looks really good. I think Danny Welbeck will start in the next game, by the way, because he did come off the bench. So with that being said, the only issue of my team is Gabriel at the moment, but of course I will wait to see what Arteta says in his press conferences. However, even if Gabriel's confirmed out, I feel like I might just keep him in the squad, because I know if I take him out, I'd want him back straight away, really, to be honest with you guys. So yeah, for now, let's just assume that everyone plays. This is how my team looks, and this is what I would do. Of course, take out Mikalenko and bring in Levi Colwill. The only problem in my team really is Mazraoui, right? Mazraoui against Man City away is the only problem. So we bring in Colwill, we bench Mazraoui, and that's how my team looks for game week 16. Really nice on paper, a lot of home fixtures as well, and just a really good team. So yeah, that's how my team looks for game week 16. So yeah, really nice. Now let's move on to game week 17, right? Because game week 17 is an interesting one, and this is why I do like the Levi Colwill transfer. So as you guys can see, my squad for game week 17 looks really nice on paper, and that includes the bench, right? Even Fabianski, Brighton at home, Smith Rowe, Southampton at home, Greaves, Newcastle at home, Mazraoui, Bournemouth at home, and a really good starting 11, right? Triple Arsenal against Palace away, Salah against Spurs away, double Chelsea against Everton away, Bowen against Brighton at home, Isak against Ipswich, Welbeck against West Ham, and Strand Larsen and Ait-Nouri against Leicester. Also, Smith Rowe against Southampton on the bench, and Mazraoui against Bournemouth on the bench at home. So with that being said, guys, game week 17 for me, I think I'm going to bench boost. I really do think I'm going to bench boost, and that's why I do like the Levi Colwill transfer. And my plan is to take out Greaves, right? I've got 4.9 in the bank, and I can bring in Robinson from Fulham, because I know that Fulham also, for the long term at this point, have a really nice fixture run. Starting off with Southampton, then it's Chelsea, which is tough, but then after that, it's Bournemouth, Ipswich, West Ham, Leicester. So I like the long-term fixtures, or the mid-term fixtures, for Robinson and Fulham. But also, this is a great entry point for Robinson, and then it allows me to bench boost, because guys, I've got a banging squad. Like, honestly, I look at this team for game week 17 and I've got a benching dilemma. So I saw this and I was like, okay, I've got this benching dilemma. Why don't I just bench boost? Because I'm not going to lie, guys. For me, I feel like the bench boost chip at times can be really irritating and really annoying. And I feel like this is almost happened, like everything just sort of fell into place. I feel like I've not had to mess up, I've not really had to mess up my team to get to this stage. I've not had to take any hits to get to this stage where I've got such a good bench for this week. And yeah, like I said, everything's just sort of falling into place. So I feel like this is the perfect time to bench boost, because look, if I don't bench boost, I'm going to have to bench one of these attackers with good fixtures. Like, I don't want to bench anyone this week. Smith Rowe's got Southampton, Mazraoui's got Bournemouth, and then I can take out Greaves and bring in Robinson. It just makes sense to bench boost in game week 17, in my opinion. So please, guys, let me know down below in the comments, right? What do you think of this plan? Does it make sense for me to bench boost? In my opinion, it does, and I like it a lot. And I can just sort of get rid of that chip, because for me, remember, with double game weeks, right? Of course, Liverpool are going to have a double game week now, confirmed. But for me, with double game weeks, there isn't going to be that many, and I definitely want to use a free hit and a triple captain in a double game week. So that leaves the mystery chip and the bench boost, right? And for me, the bench boost is just the most tedious chip out there. For me, it can be quite irritating to sort of get to a point where you've got a good bench, and sometimes you kind of have to force it, right, and mess up your whole team structure. And I feel like this has just happened quite naturally. So that is my plan, to bench boost in 17. I like it a lot. That's probably what I will be doing. Now in game week 18, the plan would be just to roll the transfer, most likely, because again, my team's in a good place, really. Everyone's got some decent fixtures, apart from Strand Larsen. I think Strand Larsen against Man United at home on paper isn't the most ideal fixture, but I'm sort of happy to play him in this game. I could use a transfer to take out Robinson and bring in someone like Gomez from Liverpool, because I do kind of want a Liverpool defender. However, I don't know if it's worth a transfer, especially because I know that Konate will be back very soon at this point. Well, I think he will. I think Konate could be back around game week 21, maybe even game week 20. So I think transferring in Gomez for game week 18 doesn't really make the most of sense. It is something I could do, but I'm not sure if I will do it, to be honest with you guys. But yeah, that's how my team would look in game week 18, so I would most likely roll the transfer in game week 18. And again, I feel like the team structure right now is looking pretty nice. We've got a nice balanced squad. Again, in game week 19, I can bring in Smith Rowe for Strand Larson. I can bring in Robinson if I want for Mazraoui or Levi Colwill, or I can just bench Robinson. I'm not really sure what I will do at this point, to be honest. I think I would probably bench Mazraoui because I think Robinson's got the attacking threat, which I like a lot, right? So because of that, I would probably bench Mazraoui, bench Strand Larson, and then I've got three free transfers at this point, and I think this is a great entry point, by the way, game week 19, to bring in Ollie Watkins, because Ollie Watkins has a massive, just a really good long-term fixture run, starting off with Brighton at home. A really good fixture run, you know, Brighton at home, Leicester at home, Everton away, Arsenal's tough, but then West Ham at home, Wolves away, Ipswich at home. From game week 19 to 25, those fixtures are absolutely incredible. Even after that, Chelsea at home, pretty tough, but then Palace away, Brentford away. I just think the fixtures are great for Aston Villa, so I would probably be taking out Isak, which is pretty tough because I do feel like Isak as well has some nice fixtures. Like after the United and Spurs game, he's got Wolves, Bournemouth, Southampton, Fulham, so yeah, that's a pretty tough one, but I think I would much rather have Ollie Watkins. Maybe I don't bring in Watkins and I take out Bowen and I bring in Rodgers. Because my plan was to go to double up on the Villa attack with Rodgers and Watkins, but maybe instead I keep Isak. I keep Isak and just go Rodgers maybe, but I don't know. I don't know if I want to do that. I mean, it would be ideal to have both Watkins and Isak, but I'm not sure if I can get to that structure. I'm not really sure. So yeah, look, I'll have to think. But at the moment, I probably would take out Isak and bring in Watkins. So that would be my plan for game week 19. And I do like that a lot because I just think the fixtures that Aston Villa have are so good. And then in game week 20, I would probably roll this week. Definitely I would probably roll this week. I mean, that week I can just bring in Strand Larson, or I could even bring in Raul Jimenez, by the way. I could bring in Raul Jimenez if I wanted to for Strand Larson, because I think Ipswich at home is really nice. So I could bring in Raul Jimenez. And yeah, again, that just, I know I've got triple Fulham, but still I just think that team looks pretty decent. So look, that's sort of what I'm working towards. And I just think I've got a pretty nicely just balanced squad, to be honest with you guys. And then in game week 21, I could maybe bring in like Manchester United have Southampton at home at this point, so I could maybe bring in like an Amad Diallo for a Smith Rowe maybe. I don't know, but look, I think overall, right, what I've got with my team is a really nice squad and good rotations. And over the Christmas period, I think this huge squad is going to be very valuable. You know, over this Christmas period where players probably will miss a game or two, I've got some good bench cover and I like that a lot. So I just think there's a lot of positives with these transfers. So I hopefully they do work out. But yeah, that is sort of my plan really with my team at the moment. This is what I'm working towards, a good nice overall squad over the Christmas period. I'm allowed to bench boost as well in game week 17, which I'm a big fan of. That squad depth for that week just looks really good. So yeah, that's sort of my plan for game week 17 for game week 16 and onwards. Let me know your thoughts and feelings on this. What do you guys think about my team and sort of my plans moving forward? I'd be interested to know. But that is going to be it for today's video, guys. I really do hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, make sure you do smash a big thumbs up, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, turn on post notifications so you never miss an upload, guys. And all I will say is, guys, remember to tune in to the deadline stream later tonight, 7:45. I'll probably start the stream for an 8 o'clock kickoff. West Ham versus Wolves. Gerard Bowen captain. Hopefully it's a good one. Hopefully it's a good one, man. But until the next time, guys, well, until then, I'll see you in the next one. But I'm out. Peace.